Hey, this is Kenny over at learnhowtogrowsprouts.com, and I'm going to talk just a few minutes in this segment about sprouting chia seeds. They really are the easiest, most affordable superfood. So many people are spending an outlandish amount of funds on supplements and all these different synthetic, in some cases, vitamins and different things that are packed full of sawdust in some cases. Why do that when you can grow your own natural superfood? And that's what I want to talk about here on this one. Now, chia seeds they're some of the good ones for sure. Now, a chia seed is kind of it's a hybrid, a mix between like a microgreen and a regular sprout. Regular sprouts like alfalfa and broccoli, they can just sprout in a regular jar or bag. In the case of chia seeds, you don't plant them in soil like a microgreen, but they sit on the. Typically, you can sit them on a paper towel or in the bottom of a bowl, a glass bowl, and then keep them moist. And I'm going to show you how you do that here in just a minute. Now, you'll notice that when a chia seed gets wet, it gets kind of gooey and sticky on the outside. That's some of that omega-3 fatty acid thing coming through. And one of the reasons why the chia seed is gained fame as is the basis for the chia pet is because because of that little exterior fatty part of them, they will stick to the porous clay with these chia pets, and so they'll sprout right on the outside as long as you keep them wet. So kind of interesting how that happens. There are other essential minerals including calcium, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, and zinc, vitamins B2, B3, and C, soluble fiber, protein. But what really makes these amazing and helpful, and we often don't think about this, but down at the cellular level, we need these different types of nutrients, and some of these, frankly sound like something you'd have in your lawn fertilizer. But we often forget that down at the cellular level in some of the key areas of our physiology, including the synaptic junctions in the brain, it requires some of these chemicals to allow for proper functioning. So one of the other things they're really powerful for is the antioxidant capability. So down at the cell level, you get a lot of toxicity, and that waste needs to be removed, and it presents itself in the way of oxidation, and that's one of the things that chia seeds can be particularly helpful at. Of course, it helps increase energy and endurance. It promotes hydration and electrolyte balance. It may help lower blood pressure, helps regulate blood glucose levels, may support weight loss. Lots of benefits. Now I'm going to show you how easy these really can be to grow. So here you just get your chia seeds and you just scatter them here on the bottom of a regular bowl, and you just squirt some water there on top. Just kind of get them moist. Now you don't want them to sit in any kind of standing water for too long, because then they'll turn into this gelatinous mass, and that is not good. Okay, now once you've sprayed them, and you just want them to sit in a low-lit area for a period. Now you can put a lid on it, but you want to make sure that you leave the lid open to allow enough air to come through. That's going to be an important property. Now you just let it sit there in a low-light lit area for 3 or 4 or 5 days, and I'm going to show you next how those start to sprout. Now after just a few days, you can see how the seeds, they kind of all congeal together, but in addition to that, you can see how they start to manifest now as a sprout. And there you go. You can see how after a number of days, they're starting to sprout into a pretty hopeful and healthy sprout, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, if you'd like to learn more about how to grow all different types of sprouts, you can go over to learnhowtogrowsprouts.com and sign up for my free e-course. You should be able to find a link for this in the description box near this video. So I hope to see you over there. Thanks for taking just a minute to learn about the massive and impressive chia seed. Until next time, goodbye.